Good morning. So this morning I just emptied a freeze dryer, 42-hour freeze dry on basically MRE style meals, the leftover food that we had, and some new creations, including we did kind of our version of a shepherd's pie, and turkey gravy and rice with stuffing, and tuna casserole, basically shell pasta with tuna casserole. Anyone that's grown up poor knows what tuna casserole is. It's pretty good though. So anyways, here we got the freeze dryer. This is a harvest rate medium. I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and so far so good. I'm pretty happy with it. It takes a while. That's something that I wasn't aware that, people say, oh, it takes 24 hours and that, and that's fine. But you don't realize how long 24 hours is when we actually don't have it mounted. It was so heavy, and when I brought it in, I didn't mount it downstairs. I just put it up kind of where the dining room would be. We don't have a dining room table. It's just two of us and dogs. So it's just off the kitchen, so it's easy to kind of move food over or not. Molly feels like playing. Yeah, you feel like playing? Anyways, back to this freeze dryer. So I packaged up about 20 of these this morning. This is tuna casserole. It's about 150 grams here. But it started off, there's 2 servings in there. A shepherd's pie. I got the turkey. And like I say, so far so good. I'm pretty happy with it. And I'm just going to show you some of the things that we do. Excuse the mess. So that's the snow peas, crunchy snacks, dill pickles. Obviously we got Skittles. Kind of done with that though. It's the first batch I did. Kind of novelty wore off. Kind of sweet. Cucumbers. Just plain. And then we have a lot of strawberries. There's a big bag of Skittles. I'll probably give that away. Pineapple. This is amazing. Lots of strawberries. And then we got chili, beef and pork chili. Zucchini. We got carrot sticks. These are actually really good. More for Karen's meal prep for work. And then if you go, these are the daily stuff. There's pineapple. It's actually just like candy. Banana bits. Peaches. This is there's probably there's probably about 5 bananas. Freeze dried, turned to powder. You mix it with on a pancake mix. It's amazing. This is cherries. I won't do cherries again. It took forever, and they have so much sugar in them that they're kind of sticky, not opposed to being super crunchy. And strawberries. These things are mind-blowing good. Like there's no point eating candy when you got this stuff. You get 97% nutrients retained in there. Stuff on my charger. But anyways, I was kind of do a short little video here. It pertains to the off-grid, not so off-grid. Prepping, I think, is important. Not to, put my tinfoil hat on or anything like that, but when you're traveling, and we do a lot of little travels and adventures and 12-hour drives, and you tend to spend a lot of money on junk food, and we found that, you know, we got the Tim Hortons and you got the Wendy's, and so Wendy's is a total write-off, disappointment so many times. Timmy's is, well, by the time we come back from a trip, I don't want anything to do with Tim Hortons. Quality's not there, it's not consistent, and honestly, it's just a rip-off. You know, it takes about 20 minutes of prep and cook, but if we have we put a percolator, we have some fresh ground coffee, and 20 minutes later we're drinking Primo coffee out of the back of our camper. And it's also a good rest, you know, when you're driving that long. You throw them in a travel mug and you're good to go. Anyways, so this is what one of the big items is that if we can pull over, have our jet boil 500 mils of water, and put it in these MRE bags, and we eat for, well, it's good flavor, you get nutrients and like sustenance sort of way, but we can put 25 or 30 meals in the camper and just have it all ready to go, so that we don't have to pull over and spend money on junk food. And I say junk food as in Timmy's, excuse me, McDonald's, Wendy's, all this fast food crap that's you know, you have a craving for it. Might as well make it healthy here, freeze dry it, reconstitute it wherever you want to be. When we finally get into our property, I'll probably take 20-30 meals, put them in and all the veggies and fruit, and even drinking freeze dry coffee. I know it, like we have coffee grinders, we have a coffee roaster, and we have tons of beans, green beans. We make our own coffee and basically put it in cold brew and then freeze dry it, make our own powder, put it in a bear-proof bins, and put them on the property. So you've seen how tough it is if you're watching the videos of trying to get in there. It's way out there, and if we don't have to worry about what we pack for food and we just get out there, you know, granted, you know, there's grizzlies and black bears and all that stuff, they may take our food cache and take it out of the tree and take it out, but we can still carry 3 or 4 MREs on our person, and yeah, it's all part of it, you know. Same with what I do for a living. I make knives, so you know, knives are tools, and you think of anything that you might need out there for a tool, whether it's for building a log home, or I can just think it up and draw it out and fab it out, and if it works, perfect. I've just saved hundreds of dollars. You know, you get some of these knives that I've made, they're more novelty, and I just like big knives, so this one's available here, Nitro V. And then more practical, some more practical bushcraft, big bush camp. I call it a camp champ. It's Damascus. A fellow out of Quesnel made me up to Damascus, and then you know, it's all relevant. And then I in-house, make my own kydex, and do some leather work. So, you know, my channels might bounce around a lot between hunting, fishing, camping, trying to get off grid. You know, it's not. We've lived not so off grid in a few different places. So, you know, so I think all this stuff is relevant. I'm going to show you a very cool, yummy treat. It's freeze-dried ice cream sandwiches. So it weighs nothing. Crunchy. Good stuff. I get 2 ice cream sandwiches in there. Probably weighs, I don't know, 10 or 20 grams. I think the bag weighs more than ice cream sandwiches, but it's good for a little snack treat. Side of the road, driving down the road, out in the middle of nowhere. Have it with your coffee. Anyways, I should let you go. I gotta get in the shop. I've got some knife to heat treat, and maybe I'll grind one out today. But thanks for joining me.